NXT Great American Bash. I give it a 6 out of 10. It wasn't the worst event of the weekend. It was above average. That's about it. I do think Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page was the best match of that card. And definitely, I just hate that the fact that Jasper Troy, or the Lock, whatever you want to call him, got involved, because it didn't add anything to it. But then it's like, why is he here? Like, it shouldn't be anybody else involved in this match. Maybe the Vanity Project, but even that, it's like this robbery is too deep for other people to be getting involved, especially people that don't even make sense. Ethan Page did retain. This was a super fun match. I really enjoyed this. This was easily the best match of Great American Bash. And speaking of the Lock, Jasper Troy, he lost to a 105-pound Javon Evans with broken ribs. So you're cooked, buddy. This Jasper Troy guy, he's done. LFG people need to go to Evolve, not NXT. Because how do you win LFG and not when you're not even fighting in front of anybody? You're just fighting in front of the people that you work with. That's all. And your coaches. You're not fighting in front of an actual crowd. You're not even fighting in front of your friends or family. At least they do that on Evolve. So the LFG winner should go straight to Evolve, not to NXT. Because the other woman, we ain't seen her in weeks. And then Jasper Troy, he 2-3 in his first 5 matches. This is a guy that should be 1-4. So I think it's over with for him. Stacks, Saluka, and Tony D all had their own segments. I think Stacks' segment was the weakest of them building up their triple threat match on NXT this week. I enjoyed Lucas. I think his was the best. Then Tony D throwing the Heritage Cup into whatever body of water he did. That was a cool spot. The contract signing was great between Trick, Mike Santana, and Joe Hendry. I felt like all 3 guys did their thing. They all got straight to the point. It didn't drag on. Wasn't super long. Felt like they all had valid points. And then the TNA guys took Trick out. But Dark State would attack. They attacked the TNA guys once again. So I do like this angle of Dark State attacking TNA and potentially taking over. I'm excited to see where they go with that. Sol Ruka versus Izzy Dame. It was alright. It was definitely a few botches in this match by Sol Ruka. And I think that's the effect of her wrestling too many times in the span of 3 days. It was her second match in less than 24 hours. So she was definitely overworked this past weekend. Sol Ruka retains. I wish Izzy Dame would have won the title. I think it would have been a great move. But that didn't happen. Obafemi versus Yoshiki Inamura. And this is probably Obafemi's worst match being NXT champion. I didn't enjoy this match. It was not fun. Josh Briggs getting involved. I didn't enjoy that. And I just felt like this match was unnecessary and didn't need to take place. Obafemi retains. Then Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace won a fun tag team match against Fatal Influence. This was a good main event. Not too much to take away from this. Blake Monroe got a lot of good offense in. And she pinned the NXT Women's Champion in JC Jane.